When people hear knee arthritis, they often imagine one simple thing. The cartilage wears away, and then it is bone on bone. That phrase is memorable, but it is not the full story. Knee osteoarthritis is a whole joint disease. The cartilage matters, but so do the lining of the joint, the fluid inside it, the bone underneath, the meniscus, the leg alignment, the muscles, and the nervous system that interprets pain. Start with a healthy knee. The end of the femur and the top of the tibia are covered by smooth articular cartilage. Cartilage is not just a slippery coating. It spreads load, protects the underlying bone, and helps the joint move with very low friction. The menisci add another layer of load sharing. They increase contact area, absorb shock, and help the curved femur match the flatter tibia. Around the inside of the joint is synovium, the living lining that makes joint fluid and can become inflamed during an arthritic flare. In osteoarthritis, the cartilage surface becomes less smooth. It can soften, crack, thin, and eventually expose areas where load reaches the bone more directly. But cartilage itself has very little nerve supply, so the pain of arthritis cannot be explained by cartilage alone. This is where the whole joint idea becomes useful. The synovium can become irritated and thickened. The knee can produce extra fluid, causing swelling and tightness. That is why an arthritic knee may feel calm for weeks and then suddenly flare, becoming warm, swollen, stiff, and painful. The bone underneath the cartilage also responds. When load becomes concentrated, the subchondral bone can become stressed and dense. The joint may form osteophytes, which are bony rims at the edge of the joint. These are not random spikes. They are part of the joint's response to altered mechanics. On X-ray, we look for joint space narrowing, osteophytes, subchondral sclerosis, cysts, and whether disease is mainly medial, lateral, pedalofemoral, or tricompartmental. Now here is the part that confuses many patients. The X-ray and the pain do not always match perfectly. One person can have dramatic X-ray changes and walk reasonably well. Another can have moderate changes, but major pain because of synovitis, bone stress, muscle weakness, sleep, mood, and pain sensitization. So a good arthritis assessment listens to the person, examines the knee, and uses X-rays as one part of the picture. Common symptoms fit this model: pain with stairs, pain after walking, start-up stiffness after sitting, swelling after activity, and sometimes a grinding or catching sensation. Morning stiffness can happen, but in straightforward osteoarthritis, it is usually shorter than the prolonged stiffness seen in many inflammatory arthritides. The exam asks a practical question. Which part of the joint is painful? How much motion remains? Is there an effusion? And does the deformity correct? Mechanics matters as well. If the leg is bowed into varus, the load line shifts toward the inside of the knee. That medial compartment then carries more force with every step, which can accelerate symptoms and joint space narrowing on that side. This is why two knees with the same cartilage loss can behave differently depending on alignment, body weight, muscle control, and activity. On a standing X-ray, medial compartment arthritis often shows narrowing on the inside of the joint, because that is where the overloaded contact area has been living. For imaging, weight-bearing films matter. A non-weight-bearing X-ray can understate joint space loss because the joint is not being loaded. A useful set includes an AP standing view, a lateral view, and often a skyline or merchant view for the pedalofemoral joint. MRI can show cartilage and bone marrow changes, but for typical established osteoarthritis, plain radiographs and the clinical picture usually guide the main decisions. Treatment starts by treating the whole joint system, not only the X-ray. Strengthening improves control. Weight reduction, when relevant, reduces load across the knee. Quadriceps and hip strengthening are not just generic advice. Better muscle control can reduce painful loading patterns and make the joint feel more stable. Activity modification should not mean giving up movement. It means finding the dose of walking, cycling, swimming, resistance work, and rest that keeps the knee active without repeatedly provoking flares. Pain medicines, anti-inflammatory strategies, activity modification, walking aids, braces, and injections can all have a role, but none of them rebuilds a normal joint surface. A walking stick in the opposite hand can meaningfully reduce the load passing through a painful knee, even though it seems like a simple tool. Injections may be considered for some patients, especially for flares or short-term symptom control, but they should be presented honestly as symptom tools rather than cures. The goal is honest: reduce pain, improve function, control flares, and help the person keep moving safely. Surgery enters the discussion when symptoms, function, examination, X-rays, and patient goals all line up. If disease is mostly in one compartment, selected patients may be considered for realignment osteotomy or partial knee replacement. If disease is widespread, total knee replacement becomes more relevant. A knee replacement does not treat a label. It replaces the damaged bearing surfaces when arthritis is severe enough that non-operative treatment is no longer giving acceptable quality of life. The operation can be life-changing, but it is still a major procedure. The decision is strongest when the story, the exam, and the imaging all point in the same direction. For residents, keep the X-ray checklist systematic. Weight-bearing views if possible, joint space, osteophytes, sclerosis, cysts, alignment, compartment pattern, and pedalofemoral disease. Then connect imaging to the patient. Is this isolated medial disease with correctable alignment? Is it tricompartmental disease? Are symptoms mechanical, inflammatory, or referred from somewhere else? Do not let the word arthritis end the differential. Acute hot swollen knee, fever, severe night pain, sudden inability to bear weight, or major trauma changes the problem. Also remember referred pain. Hip osteoarthritis, lumbar radiculopathy, vascular claudication, and inflammatory disease can masquerade as knee pain. The resident-level skill is not memorizing a grading scale alone. It is matching pain generator, compartment, alignment, function, and patient goals to the safest next step. So the simple model is this: knee arthritis is cartilage failure plus a whole joint response. The best explanation and the best treatment plan looks at cartilage, synovium, bone, alignment, strength, function, and the person living with the knee. This video is educational only and is not personal medical advice. If you have knee pain or swelling, please get assessed by a qualified health professional.